What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jayana. I am a self-taught makeup artist, and I'm here today on my channel trying to help y'all with the tips and tricks that I have learned throughout my journey to help y'all achieve a flawless makeup look. So, I am gonna lie to y'all, I'm not feeling the greatest, and I think my skin is showing that too. I don't know, but I'm not feeling the greatest, but I am going to get this tutorial out because I feel like once I put this makeup on, once I start having fun with creating this look, my mood is gonna, come back up some. So yeah, I hope y'all can learn a lot from this tutorial. So before we get started, make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. Go ahead and comment down below, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell so that you're notified of any of my future uploads, and check the description box for any of the products that I'm using today. And also you'll find in the description box my socials, so go check me out on those as well. I hope y'all enjoy the video, and I will catch y'all at the end. All right, everybody, so off camera, I went ahead and did my brows and prepared my base. So I concealed my brows using the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and then I prepared the base with the Pro Concealer from LA Girl, and then for brows, I used the Colourpop Brow Pencil. And so now for shadows, I am taking it back to the days of the Crayon case. I haven't used the Crayon case palettes in a very long time. So I wanted to pick up this palette, which is the Notepad in the orange edition, and create this orange warm look for y'all today. So I'm taking that color and cleaning my brush on the brush cleaner. This is one of my favorite things from the Crayon case. But taking that orange color that looked darker in the palette, but it came out looking exactly orange on my eye. And I stamp the color in first, and then I go and blend out the edges. Now, I like to deepen up my crease by taking this darker brown shade. It has a tiny bit of black in it as well. And I'm taking a fluffier brush that is focusing more into my crease, and then we're going to blend the edges out with the other brush to blend out any lines and blend out the edges of that shadow. So for my lids, I'm taking the orange shimmer shade and putting that onto the lids with a flat brush, and then going back in with the original Morphe brush and blending out those edges because I don't want lines to be visible. So to clean up the edges of the eye at the end of the crease that I kind of created with the shimmer shade, I am taking those same two brushes and creating like an ombre on the very end of my eye. So now I wanted to add a brown liner. So when I do my liners, I always open the eye first, look straight into the mirror, and create that straight line going diagonally out of the outer corner. And then I come back in and connect that line going down just to follow the shape of my eye, and then fill it in whenever I get through drawing the line. I think this is the best way to help you out when you're doing your liquid liner and just connecting everything. But if you're not the best at it, I would recommend doing a felt tip or even trying a gel liner with an angled brush, because that might help you with the direction first. So for lashes, I'm taking these lashes from Plushy Lash in the shade Shorty. As y'all know, you can use my code JayanaW to get yourself 15% off on your purchase. So go check out that website and check out this style. So what I'm going to do now is prime my skin using e.l.f.'s Power Grip Primer, and I am just going to let that primer dry down. I typically take the primer into my fingers and just rub it onto my skin, and I just let it dry before I place any product on to my face. I think when you give your products time, you get a better result of how everything is going to look. And I went ahead and sprayed my face with the Dewy Setting Power Grip Spray, which is their setting spray from e.l.f. I don't like the spray itself as a setting spray, but I do like the glow that it gives to my skin. And because of the foundation that I'm using today, I don't think it's going to give me as much glow, so I wanted to add some in. So I'm color correcting my skin using the Makeup Revolution color correcting palette. I have it in the warmer tones, and I take that orange shade, or whether it's one that looks a little peachy like this or even a little darker, and I take those shades and I always go under my eyes. I do my nose, around my mouth, my chin. I go on my forehead and any other spot that may have a little bit more pigmentation than I like. And I'm using the color corrector to just even out my skin. this helps when I do my base. Everything is even. You don't see any scarring or anything peeping through when I do place the other products onto my face. And I recommend, if you haven't already, go do color grading. Figure out what's going to work best for your skin tone. Educate yourself on your color theory wheel. And then just go from there. So now I'm going to do some underpainting. So I am taking the matchsticks from Fenty. I have it in the shade Espresso. Typically, I'll put it on my brush first and then blend it out. But it was late at night, y'all, so this is the quickest way for me. So taking the stippling brush, and I'm just blending out that contour onto my forehead, my cheeks, and then my chin and my jawline. And one thing about it with my underpainting that I know I'm doing a good job is I put the contour in the correct placement. It might be a little heavy, it may go a little crazy, but the foundation always fixes it. So what I was going to do was concealer first, but I'm actually going to do blush first. I like how that looks better. So I'm taking Juvia's Places liquid blush in the shade Coral Rose. And I just put some on my makeup plate and filled it up with this brush right here, just to give me the best coverage. And I'm blending that out onto my cheeks and up into the hairline. And I even did a little bit on my forehead. Now for concealer, I am going to take the Dermablend Concealer in the shade 58N. So this is a neutral tone concealer. And I typically don't even use neutral tones. But I like how this looked on me. And I love the coverage that this concealer has given. So if you haven't used this concealer yet, I don't really know how much it is. I'm going to make sure that I do. It might be a little pricey. I ain't going to lie. So look it up, see if it's in your price range. I would definitely try it. This concealer was actually given to me, and I like how it is. I like the coverage. You already know I'm a full coverage girly. I don't know what that clean makeup is. You know, we don't do that over here. It's always going to be full coverage. So I definitely would recommend that y'all try her out. I went back in with that blush because I feel like it went away, and the contour. So now for foundation. So I have so many products that I don't typically get to use them. So I mix those two products together. I don't use anything that says soft focus or matte because it does not represent for my skin type, which is dry skin. And I love the NARS foundation, but I don't like using a foundation that costs me the most so much, because I want to save it for something special. I typically only wear my NARS for a special event. So I decided to mix the NARS and the Morphe Soft Focus Filter Foundation. And I like the Morphe one. It just kind of dried me out. So I mixed it in with the NARS, and I think it came out really pretty. When you're doing your underpainting, what you're basically going to do is blend out everything that you did with your foundation. And you'll see how flawless you look at the end. And you are using less product when it comes down to the end. So now I am going to set my face. I'm using a black Radiance with setting powder in the shade Banana. I haven't used this powder in a long time, but I love this powder, especially on a powder puff. Like, the powder puff just absorbed that powder. It set right into my skin and it melted everything. Look at it. Bam. So now to set the contour, I'm taking Juvia's Place again. I mean, how could I not, y'all? And I'm taking the bronzer in the shade 10. And I use both those shades and I just set my face. But I take the lighter shade and I set around my eyes a little bit too. I like just for everything to come blended together. So I like using that powder, that first shade in the bronzer palette, to just blend everything together and bring it in to look like one. For blush, I'm using Juvia's Places blush and the shade Volume 1. And put it on my cheeks. And then setting my face with Morphe Setting Continuous Mist and the e.l.f.'s Power Grip, just to add some glow. But it's not the powder I'll be using to set my face. So I'm just finishing up my eyes. I gave my nose a little contour. And you gotta pop the inner highlight into the eyes. It wouldn't be an eyeshadow look without it. Line my lips with the Cream Lip Liner from Cream Glide Lip Liner from e.l.f. in the shade Dark Cocoa. The NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London. Love this shade. And I always go back in with a brush and just try to blend in the lip liner because I like everything to look blended. And now for gloss, I'm using the This Is Milky gloss. And the smell is amazing. It smells like mangoes. I have it in the shade Mango Lassi. And now I'm going to set my face. Proud of this look. Setting my face now with Maybelline's Lasting Fix Setting Spray. And so we've come down to the end of the video, y'all. All right, everybody, we've come down to the end of the tutorial. Look at it. Look at the eyes. Look at the lashes. Look at the base. Let me blend the lips in a little bit more. I like my lips a little blended. Yeah, you know, I don't like for the lip liner to like just sit there. I want it to blend in. So that's what I do with my lips. But this is the end of the tutorial, y'all. I really hope y'all like this orange, bronzy fall look because the orange and the golds are giving fall. But I really hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. I will see y'all in my next tutorial, and check out all the products I use in the description box, and feel free to recreate this look for yourself. And I'll see y'all in my next tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting. Love you.